Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, per usual, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. And we got Catfish Dilly in the guest chair today. How we doing today, boys?
Oh, I'm feeling a little sick, you guys. Seeing you guys every fucking day of the week. Yeah.
Oh,
Your ugly mug straight in my feed for an hour of the day. Nah, doing all right. Tough day yesterday, as we'll get into, but this morning woke up all right. Got some golf to watch. The funky American Express, where they play on 3 different fucking courses, and I got to follow along multiple golfers that way. Like, is he on the easy course? Is he on the tough course kind of thing? But Scheffler's on the easy course. We bet him. We're trying things differently this year. Last year was just like, bet some guys who are not going to win before the tournament, and then just bet Scheffler on the weekend at like minus something. now we're just going to go straight to Scheffler at plus odds, and so far it's working well. His odds have halved, so far so good. Hopefully keeps it up on the tougher courses. Yeah, that was my morning. Talked to you guys a little bit earlier on. Life shit. Dilly, tough day at work. What's going on with you? You seem a little glum.
I'm not glum. No, it definitely was a tough day at work. It was. I thought I was going to get off way earlier than this. Compromised going to my Youngstown State Penguins men's
Oh, they probably
basketball
win then.
game.
yeah.
They probably
I don't
will
know
win.
now.
They probably will win. And you're right. They won the very first game I went to, and they've done absolutely crap since then. But yeah, I got the over in that game. As soon as I bet it, of course, it like dropped. I'm like, everybody, I just figured everybody in the group chat faded me when I said that I was betting it. Immediately moved the line. But yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that. Not much more extra else going on here. Tennis, woke up super early this morning, watched a
A lot
bunch
of
of
good
tennis. Yeah, it was some good tennis this morning.
Yeah, I'm writing I'm writing a few tennis previews now
What?
for Sports Illustrated. I had Sinner. I had it under 27.5 games. I think that came through for us on that one.
I would
Nice.
think that
Sinner
came too.
winning in three sets.
Colt bet that as well. Maybe he tailed you.
Oh, I wonder. He must have there. Yeah, I'm doing okay here. Catfish wasn't going to join us because he was going to go to the game, but so I thought it was going to be Joel and I. Thought we had to kill some time during this 8-game slate, but always happy to have Catfish here. How does that American Open? How does that work then for first round leader if there are different courses? Like, is it just everyone, or you don't know?
I have no idea. And it's American Express, not the American Open.
Whatever. It's not the American Open, no.
Yes. American Express. I don't even know what the actual tournament is because it's 3 different courses. Usually just fuck the corporate names for events. But with this one, it's tough because there's 3 different courses. You can't just use one of them. But anyway, whatever this event is in La Quinta, California. No, I have no idea how the first round leader goes. It's not something I usually bet, but it'd be confusing as hell.
Is there 4 courses and they play a different course each round? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, it's 3 courses and they play all 3 courses. So the cut line, it happens on Saturday. I'm 95% sure. I'm not positive 100%, but I think they all play every course, and then on Saturday is the cut. Normally it's Friday, right?
Right.
Because it's just one course, and then you have to split in half.
Yeah, it's after the second day.
Because there's 3 courses. You all have to play every course. That means Saturday is the cut.
And then is Sunday on the hardest course?
I think so, yes.
Yeah,
The Pete Dye Stadium course.
Yeah, there you go there. Yeah, that's good. Good to know there. I'm excited for some golf talk. I miss Joel talking golf and getting some long shots in there, so that's going to be good.
Come on, no, not this year.
Scheffler
and Auburn every day.
I thought that number you got for Scheffler was pretty good. You got like a 3-1 or something. I thought that was pretty good. I was like,
anything plus money. Anything plus money on Scotty's going to be good.
Yeah, I was surprised. It was so good.
No, it wasn't a great number. It was like standard 3-1 plus 350. It was in that range.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Hockey Island podcast on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts. So leave us a 5-star rating and review. Haven't got one of those in a while. Have gotten some YouTube comments. There was someone asking for the Discord link, so I've dropped that in there for them. We got all caps of the Dream Team from Bull Jacks. We got someone really enjoyed Archer. Sorry, Catfish. Probably Archer's meow after we all picked the Panthers.
That was me.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought
it was Archer. Maybe it was both of you. I don't know. Then we had this one guy say, I notice how the fellas stay put in their chair when Ryan reads the sponsor promos now. Joel used to get the hell out of there before. Catfish did leave his seat this go around. Made to talk to him, Ryan. All in all, good job on the channel. You guys still leave. Joel got up and left before the promo last time. It's just if you got to get
drink
up,
is
you gotta
empty,
get
I'm
up.
leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters.
There's no respect for the athletes. Come on.
Well, I had to put Dilly in his place last time. He went on and on about fucking one of them.
Oh well, yeah, yeah.
Calcium, yeah,
Well,
calcium.
it's not time yet. It's not time yet, Joe. You're not giving them any publicity. Lane Hudson. I don't know if people were listening to the podcast, but he's down to 23-1 for the Norris now. So we'll see. I'll see.
They heard me say that
is
it was probably
moving.
not going to happen, and they just said, "Oh, bet it."
Oh, I was fully expecting a Cale Makar game last night against Anaheim, but as we get into our puck bucks here, that was not to be, as the Avalanche did not even win, losing in a shootout to Dilly's boy Lucas Dostal there. I went 2-7, down 102 puck bucks. One of my 2 wins was the tie play in the Leafs game. Joel went 3-8, down 96, and then the guest 1-4, down 47 here. Just an awful day of hockey, an awful loss for the Flyers. Garnett Hathaway, I'm sure you guys have seen it by now, getting stripped by the puck in the offensive zone when he could have hit the empty net there. Utah, of course, comes back and wins that one in overtime. Pittsburgh was the other big win there in Calgary. Islanders not looking very good. Neither did Washington, even with Tom Wilson coming back there. So a tough go there. And just Mo Sider just completely just owning Easton Cowan on the winning goal for Detroit.
Yeah, I have a lot to say here, more generally speaking, but going through these bets, Leafs, Easton Cowan just got run over by my guy, the German. Moritz Seider just took the puck away from him, fed it to whoever scored. I don't remember who scored.
Larkin
scored, yeah. Larkin, right. And then some Leaf came up like rushing to defend, and then Moritz Seider, after the whistle, like punished him as well, sent him flying. So I love that at least. He's playing for the wrong team there, my guy, Moritz, but whatever. The over 6.5, though, I thought that was not a bad bet. I mean, there were plenty of chances both ways. I think there were close to like 80 shots in that game, if you include overtime. I mean, probably 70 plus in regulation at least. And they were just like 2 elite goalies. Like Wall played his best game in a long time, probably since he got back from his injury, and John Gibson was excellent. I'll quote in the chat, 60-1 for Gibson for Vezina. That's not happening, buddy. But he had a great game for sure. So the over 6.5, not unhappy with either of those ones. The Ducks Avalanche over 6.5, though. This was a pretty big bet for me personally, and I watched the first period, and after that fucking Leafs game, this game isn't going over either. It was 0-0, and that was like the lowest event Ducks game I've seen all year. I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna watch tennis instead. So I didn't watch much hockey after that. And sure enough, it was just a 2-1 Ducks win, which is good though. We're cheering against Avs wins at this point. So obviously didn't get the -1.5. Blah blah blah. You talked about Utah. Nice comeback then. I had the money line. That was good. But yeah, the Washington Canucks game. Washington are truly putrid. They scored twice. It was a 5-on-3. Second goal was 5-on-4, of course. But after that, it was just all Canucks. Capitals are in a bit of trouble. We'll talk about the Canucks later. I think they play the Devils on this slate we're going to talk about. But yeah, I expected the Canucks to lose that one again. Like I said, the Capitals, that was the ultimate get right spot. You can't get right against the Canucks. Who are you going to get right against? That was a tough result. But my general point is, I've been feeling it for a couple weeks now. You might have noticed my stake sizes have been a little lower than usual, and they might continue to decrease because we are entering what we know as the dog days of the NHL season, which have historically been terrible for me personally and on the show. Betting wise, it's tough times because normally how I bet is just gauging or going against the market in terms of like team rating. Like, I think this team is better than the market thinks the team is, so this is what I'm going to bet. But now with the dog days, there's other situational stuff that comes into play. It's not just about the team quality. It's more about like what Archer brought up about the fucking Bruins celebrating the Chara thing on one night, just like taking the day off and get slaughtered by the Stars out of nowhere. Stuff like that's going to happen more often in this time of year, so I correspondingly reduced my stake size. I'm not making excuses for the past couple shows being Brad, but that's just the reality it's going to be for the next month and a half, like what do you call Lent, the antagonist of the show for how many years? Because I always shitty during the Lenten season, and it corresponds with that February, March time of year. But these teams are it's a long season, and you get a lot of teams dogging it and taking days off, but not as much this year, I think, because there's so many teams still in the mix for playoffs. There's gonna be less of a dog days period, I would expect, but still I'll be monitoring that a little more closely and maybe investing more in future stuff now that the season is drawing to a close.
Dylan, any thoughts on last night? Did you watch the Penguins game, or did you cash in early?
Yeah, I cashed in early, but I did, go back through, look at some highlights and stuff. They dominated pretty much the whole game. Detroit game, I did have them too as well. Personal, I don't know if we took them puck bucks or not.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I think
blame Archer for that one.
I think Arch liked Toronto, yeah, but a lot of shootout. I mean, overtimes last night. That would have been a great night for that overtime round robin. I was really shocked with I guess Colorado, Seattle beating the Islanders. I think Sorokin was in net too, wasn't he? Or no? Was he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
The Washington, like Joel said, I was really expecting them to bounce back, getting Tom Wilson. It was like, boom, I heard that news and I put in the group chat. I was like, hammer him. And I did while I was driving. My wife was yelling at me and shit. And I'm like, what? They scored the first 2 goals, I think. And then it was just like all downhill from there. So I did watch like a post-game interview of Tom Wilson, and obviously he wasn't happy with their performance, but I watched an interview of him like before the game, like when they were, right before he was revealed he was coming back. It was like morning skate that morning or something like that. I don't know, something just seemed off in it. You know what I mean? Like I was wondering almost like, what was he gone with a lower body injury, they said, right? Tom Wilson was? Or was he just
I don't
out?
remember.
Was it just undisclosed? I can't remember.
Upper body, lower body, who gives a shit?
Yeah, who cares? But I don't know. Something was off with the interview, and I was worried. I was like, is he just not going to be the same rough, tough, like bully body that he normally is when he's on the ice, So
he was okay. I thought
it was lower body. Play. Yeah, he had a point. Tom Wilson point free.
Free, yeah.
Yeah, he was okay, but I don't know, Logan Thompson was bad. They got outplayed by the Canucks as a team. Like they're only 2
Ryan
goals.
Leonard's fault. It was his birthday.
Everyone was out celebrating Ryan Leonard's birthday the night before.
He's supposed to get a point. If he would have got the point, then everything
tie game there. He could have scored, been 4-4, go to overtime, get the win. Yeah, could have been there. Apparently, Archer wasn't there when we did picks for this.
Dilly, you lost your excuse.
No, Archer was here for this.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. I went back and looked at it. Also, Archer asking what the fuck I'm wearing. I'm wearing just a nice Flyers winter hat here. I'm trying to change the vibes a little bit. It's been ice cold here, down almost 200 bucks the past few shows, preparing for the big snowstorm this weekend. So figured I'd just change the vibes here. Bring some good vibes to the HGP.
It's a new Shanka. It's the Russian headgear.
Is it? I thought those are more like up like this. Do I have to tie it like this?
Well, you can do both.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't have to be tied up to be called a Yushanka.
That's a new term to me. That is it. That is a Yushanka. Yeah, just Google it. That's you learn something new every day. You learn something new here on the HGP.
Yeah, Brian's got like fucking 3 screens going on. So.
I got 3 screens. I got the fastest fingers in the West, baby.
It's like, why are you Googling?
All right, before we get into the 8-game slate on Friday, big Friday night slate, of course, make sure you check out the SGPN merch store, promo code 2026 for stuff in there, HTTP stuff, and make sure you check out AVO, that's AVO, the best sports betting tool that helps you make a profit every time you decide to place bets. They do this by spotting arbitrage and plus EV opportunities. They have the cleanest dashboard, and it's super easy to understand and use. Still unsure? Check out their free Discord at AVO Official and see the success people are having for themselves. Use code SGPN at avo.bet for $18 off. That's avo.bet, promo code SGPN for $18 off. And Catfish's favorite, Kalshi, a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. You can trade tons of markets in all sports. They got politics, entertainment, the weather. Kalshi, you can trade anything. New Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Yeah, go buy one of the HGP coffee mugs. They're totally worth it.
Yes, there we go. All right, let's get into this 8-game slate on Friday night, starting here at 7 p.m. Got Tampa Bay Lightning minus 265 at the Chicago Blackhawks plus 215. Lightning puck line plus 105. Blackhawks puck line minus 125. Under 6.5 minus 125. Over 6.5 plus 105 here. This is a back-to-back for Chicago. They are in Carolina tonight, then have to go home to play the Lightning here on Friday night. Lightning are coming off a win against the Sharks, got back on track after losing at St. Louis, won at Dallas, beat the Sharks there 4-1. Vasilevsky has been insane in net, allowing pretty much one goal in every game. Ryan McDonough is now day-to-day. He could return soon. Anthony Cirelli, still no update on him. That could be a big loss, especially.
No, he's good.
He's good? All right.
I don't know if he's going to play right now, but he's day-to-day as well.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, if he's out, points out, I'm not sure exactly who their centers are. Nick Paul, Yanni Gord up there maybe, but they still got Kucherov. You still got Vasilevsky, and you got the Blackhawks on a back-to-back. So the Lightning are the only way you can possibly look. Blackhawks on a back-to-back this season, 2-4-0, allowing 4.83 goals against and 2.17 goals for. So Lightning puck line plus money, plus 105 has to be the play here. I'll put 20 puck bucks down on that. No strong play on the total. You could see it going over, but also could see another classic Tampa, 4-1, 5-1 type of win here. So maybe a Tampa race to 4, but I think a puck line at plus 105 is the best bet here.
Yeah, it's kind of a mystery game here with the Blackhawks playing tonight and all that, but you can only look Tampa's way. This is not something I'm going to be parlaying with a bunch of stuff with the Lightning there at minus 265, but a small bet there on the minus 1.5 at plus 105 is the way to do this, I think, because it's a variance game here. We could get a good Blackhawks performance depending on how they play tonight. A big number there, but Lightning is rolling right now, and some time off, couple days off after taking care of the Sharks with ease. I think that's still the way to go. They're a 14-game point streak now. They're just rolling. I was a little worried there with Cirelli after he went down. Don't want him out for the playoffs. Even though he's had kind of a mediocre season, you still need his two-way play. But very relieved to see that he's going to be okay the next few days at least. 15 puck bucks on Lightning. Minus 1.5, and if I had to put the total, it would be that under 6.5. Both Sorokin and Logan Thompson taking a lot of damage last night. So, you know what? If the Islanders and the Capitals both miss the playoffs, who's going to be the favorite for the Vezina? It's going to be Mr. Vasilevsky. And, he's 10-1 last night, 8-1 this morning. I got some of that. He's been bet a lot today, so I'm not the only one that thinks this way. I saw one book had him as low as plus 450. So Vasilevsky, he only has one shutout, and he's behind them in terms of the underlying stuff. But team success matters, especially to the GMs. And Lightning are obviously gonna make the playoffs and probably win the division and the East in terms of the points. So love Vasilevsky at the current price as the third favorite in the odds market. So that was my bet this morning in terms of futures.
Yeah, I agree completely here. The only way I'd look at Tampa, Chicago's atrocious in the back-to-back 2-4. I guess that's not as bad as they could be, but here's a really tough spot for here. They did beat Winnipeg, but we know Winnipeg was a tough team at that last game. They're trying to bounce back. They got Carolina tonight, Tampa for this slate. Then they got Florida, who's trying to fight for a spot still. Then they got Minnesota. Then they got second best team in the Metro, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they got the Columbus. But I do believe it's night starting tonight. I think I heard it is. So that means
finally got off that super flu.
Yeah, so then the super flu. So then we get Soderblom tomorrow. So I really like Tampa here. We'll put 15 puck bucks, me and Archer together, even though he's not here, on the minus 1.5.
He's here in spirit. He's in the chat too.
He's in the chat.
He'll yell at you if you do anything to
Yeah, he will. We can count on that.
Down to 7:00 again here. Got the Vegas Golden Knights at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mitch Marner returned to Toronto, and it's pick 'em. Both teams at minus 110. Over 5.5 -142. Under 5.5 +120. Joel, you love these Leafs. How you feeling about the Marner return game?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Bruce Cassidy even had to address it in his press conference, saying that. So yeah, he knows what to expect. He knows the city better than I do, and yeah, they're going to give him all the hell. Even the Vegas game, like when the Leafs played there, it was a couple weeks ago, less than that maybe. They were giving him shit. They're like booing him every time he touched the puck. So it's going to be like that fivefold, I believe, in Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. So yeah, expect more of the same. But that said, I do expect the Knights to come away with a win. I mean, they're playing tonight. I bet them. Who are they playing tonight?
They're in Boston.
Boston, right. So they're playing in Boston. I'm a little less confident in that one, even as the line moved in our favor. But because this is the ultimate like look ahead game for the team, because the guys are going to come out trying to win this game for Marner, and Leafs themselves are in dire straits trying to make the playoffs, and they just lost Carlo. They lost Oliver Ekman-Larsson the last one as well, so their blue line is really banged up. Tanev is probably out for the season at this point. Who knows when he's coming back, if ever. So yeah, the Knights have the bodies, the physicality to make that blue line feel the stress. They still fail to move the puck. I mean, they got fucking Troy Stetcher playing the most ice time on the blue line. It's insane. This guy was just waived a few months ago from the Oilers and can't find a team to play with regularly. And this guy is your best defenseman. So that just goes to show how poorly the Leafs are on the back end. But Auston Matthews has found something. He's looking really good. But they'll need more than him to beat the Knights here. And even on the back-to-back, I think I'll still take Vegas to get it done for Mitch. It's gonna be 15 bucks on the Knights to do it. I don't know if they win both Boston and Toronto. That's a tough ask, but I think I'm more confident in this one here. At a pick 'em odds, I'd rather take the Knights for sure. Just a better team. It's kind of an emotional one, so I'll pick your narrative. But the Leafs being banged up and all that, and yeah, just need some goaltending, guys. The total, under 5.5 maybe. If it's Wall again, he played a great game last game. Knights goaltending, they all suck, so we can't count on that for the under. But they still do play good defensively. And Rasmussen, he can't get a passport for the American games, but he can play in Canada still. So I expect this to be his debut in Toronto. But just 15 bucks to the Knights for me.
Yeah, I don't really have anything on this game in particular. I do kind of like the overtime in this game. I wanted to point out too, like you can get the game to go to OT at plus 275, or you can get a 60-minute draw at plus 310. So just make sure you're aware of that and you're shopping around, as well as through the books. But yeah, no strong play. I think these two teams are pretty close. Vegas being on the back-to-back. I think Vegas is slightly better, but then being on the back-to-back, I kind of like the overtime. If you'd put $5 on the overtime at that plus 310, the 60-minute draw, then that's my only real play in this game.
Yeah, I got both of your plays there. I got Vegas at 15 bucks and the draw at $5 Of course, it did go to overtime in Vegas. Toronto has now gone to overtime in 3 of 4, 4 of 6, 5 of 8, and 6 of their past 10 cross-conference games, so don't really care about giving up the extra point. I think it'll be a close game, back-and-forth game, good live betting spot, possibly a good come-from-behind spot as well. Not sure what the numbers are for these two teams here, but yeah, Joel broke it down. The Leafs injuries are going to be too much. Vegas is 4-1-2 on back-to-back, so they're over 500 on back-to-backs. Should be Aiden Hill tomorrow. It's Schmid tonight. So I think the Knights are going to gear up for this one. They're going to win it for Mitch here at a pick and price in Toronto. All right, down to 8 p.m. here. Got the St. Louis Blues plus 150 at the Dallas Stars minus 180. Over 5.5 minus 130. Under 5.5 plus 110. Dilly, got anything for this one here?
Yeah, so Dallas continues to perform well on the second leg of a back-to-back. They are 6-2. I remember I faded them. I think they were 5-1, and then they won, and then I probably didn't. I probably backed them and they lost. But I think the Blues are absolutely garbage team. They just allow tons of shots to their opponents. They don't play good defense at all. Let me see. I guess Holfer's been playing good. Bennington must have his mind on who's he going to play for, Joel, in the Olympic.
Canada?
Team
Bennington?
Canada. What do you think?
Yeah,
Who's he going to
exactly.
play for?
I don't know the nationalities like Joel does. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh.
You got the birthdays. Joel has the nationalities. We're good.
Exactly. It's a team effort here, right? But yeah, I think Dallas is a much better team. They caught their stride back here versus Boston. They're on the back to back, so we could see them perform well tonight. So I'd like to put 15 puck bucks on the -1.5 plus 142.
This is probably going to be just an utter pass game. Stars, I ended up betting them today. I know I was like wishy-washy on the show yesterday. Didn't have any puck bucks on them, I don't think, because I didn't bet them personally yet. But line came in strong for the Blue Jackets, so I got some Stars -106 tonight. Now -180 against the Blues on a back-to-back. I know probably have the better goalie. Well, if it's Hofer versus DeSmith, the Blues have the better goalie. But if it's DeSmith versus Bennington, I'll back the Stars.
It's DeSmith tonight.
Oh, is it? Oh, maybe that's why I was so excited about that Stars bet. Yeah, that explains some of the.
DeSmith's been better though than DeSmith.
Yeah, he has been good.
911.
That's why I don't even bother checking.
Yeah.
They're both okay.
Yeah, goalies don't matter. Goalies don't matter. That's
right. You know how I bet by now. Regardless, with the Blues, it kind of does matter. Stover is a lot better than Bennington.
Yeah, some goalies are just a liability. Some are just don't matter. But then you have like some that are.
Bennington is having an absolutely disaster season. But yeah, it's too big a line for me to back the Stars in the back-to-back, even though I can't back the Blues themselves. So I got nothing here. But if it's Bennington, maybe I'll take a Stars team total or the -1.5. But right now, I got nothing.
Yeah, Stars puck line is the only way I would go here. Blues have been losing by margin. Stars typically win by margin, and they're good on back-to-backs. They're 6-2 on back-to-back so far this season. They'll have Ottinger for this one tomorrow. But, Columbus down to Dallas is quite a long flight, not an easy turnaround. And St. Louis has been off for 2 days now. Coming down from Winnipeg. St. Louis is also pretty bad on the road, 7-14-3. Dallas 12-6-3 at home. So I got to throw 10 puck bucks on the puck line there at +142. Also, one more thing on the Vegas-Toronto game. Both teams are very good at coming back from losing there. Vegas 13 wins, Toronto 13 wins after trailing. So that could be a game where you just take the +275, +285, play both of them, and you get a lead change, and you're good. Like that's where you can play that one.
Over.
Or just take the over. Yeah.
Over.
And Toronto has been awful since the holiday break. 43.64 expected goals for share. Only better than Calgary and San Jose in that span. So that's bound to come down, especially with those injuries. But yeah, for this one, Stars puck line. And no play on the total. Down to 9 o'clock. Got the Philadelphia Flyers +245 at the Colorado Avalanche -305. Avs puck line -115. Flyers puck line -105. Under 6.5 -115. Over 6.5 -105. Joel, what's happening with the Avs here? 3 losses in 3 of their past 4 now.
Yeah, I mean, what I've been saying for pretty much the whole of 2026 now. The Avalanche are not the same team that we were in the first couple months of the season. Just juggernaut, just coming and storming out of the gate and building up that position, which is unassailable. I don't think anyone's going to catch them in terms of winning the President's Trophy or anything. Now they can just cruise. That's why you're seeing McCarr take it easy, McKinnon slow down as well. All these guys, they're not going 100% like they were, and nor should they really be until the playoffs. They could just take it easy. Even last night, they lose the game. They still dominated it in terms of the shot share, and they didn't give the Ducks many chances. They got a point, whatever. They lose on a home ice. It's not going to make a difference at the end of the season. So yeah, that's why these big numbers here. I'm not terribly excited to back them, but the Flyers, it's a tough spot now with the Golden Knights winning that game, and they go to Utah. They lose that one in dramatic fashion, up 3-0, up 4-2, losing overtime. I think I heard that was the first goal that Utah has ever scored with the goalie pulled. Can you believe that?
Yes,
Ryan?
that season. Yes, yeah, this season is the first.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they were the last team to do it. So yeah, it's just a tough road trip for the Flyers. So I'm not terribly excited to back them as well. Honestly, I mean, it's the under 6.5. The way the Avalanche are playing defensively is still very good. They're just the power play still hasn't gotten going. Yeah, and the Flyers power play is still shit, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah,
they scored 2 goals last night, but both were just like off broken plays. It's there's no strategy there.
Right, Wedgwood coming back, like he's been really good. You see, he's the fourth favorite now for the Vezina. I was noticing that, just like who can take down Sorokin or Vasilevsky, who's been the guys I've been betting for the past couple months, and Wedgwood might be number 3. He might have passed Thompson at this point. So yeah, I'm a little wary of that, I guess. But yeah, the under 6.5 there is the only thing I can look to. I'm excited here. We got the under the last show somehow, despite losing 100 puck bucks. We got the under and the Isles Kraken somehow. So we're feeling good about that. 15 puck bucks, under 6.5.
Yeah, I got nothing for this game, Ryan. I was surprised you gave it to Joel, but it does make sense because it's Avs Flyers. It's like, but I really got nothing. I'm surprised the Avs are being bet from the minus 290 to the minus 305 right now, but I can't take the Flyers here versus them.
Yeah, I just don't want to talk about this team right now. It's just a complete embarrassing loss last night. But like, if I were to take anything, I like that under. Flyers kept the Avs in check in their first meeting, 3-2. Even last year, it was just 2-0 and 3-2. So should see a lower scoring game. Could possibly, I think, get Dan Vladar back for this one, but I would be a bit surprised if they bring him back for this. It does say probable on goalie post. I haven't seen anything in the past day though, so maybe he comes back for that one. Flyers plus 1.5. If that gets the plus money, maybe that's something to do, because I don't know if that's a good pricing there by Vegas at if that gets the plus money on the Flyers. And yeah, I think the Flyers could keep this close. We could get an overtime game here. Avs have played a few overtime games. Flyers go to overtime a lot, but this also could be like a 7-2 Avs win. So I'm not going to be betting this one. I will be watching it with plenty of beers just in case. Okay, down to 9 o'clock again. Got the Washington Capitals minus 142 at the Calgary Flames plus 120. Over 5.5 minus 135. Under 5.5 plus 114 here. Capitals are struggling recently. 4 losses in a row. Vancouver, Colorado, Florida, San Jose. Beat Montreal in overtime, but lost to Nashville. Lost to Dallas before that after beating Chicago. Like, it's been very up and down for them. And Calgary has been good at home. Lost their last 2 at home to New Jersey and Pittsburgh, though. Heavily outshot in all 3 of their past 3 games at home. So it's really just a complete toss-up here. You have to think Washington gets right at some point. Since the holiday break, they're right in the middle of they're in the 9th worst expected goals for %. The Flames are the 2nd worst. So there's really no strong play here. Thompson's been bad. Lindgren has been bad. Wolf has been bad. Devin Cooley has been the best goalie for Calgary. So all this is to say probably just a pass game for me as of now.
Yeah, I could see that, but I gotta believe that the Capitals still have something to play for. Flames have just they're in the middle of their own spiral of destruction, and the Canucks are worse, but the Flames are right behind them. Hopefully, they don't catch up, given all the bets we have on the Canucks to finish lower than them in the standings. But you got the Capitals at a better price than he did against the Canucks, and we saw how heavily the Capitals got steamed even before the Wilson confirmation that he was playing. So yeah, I think the Capitals are the way to go here. 20 puck bucks on the Capitals money line. If they don't get right in this one, I don't know when they ever get right. They are now dogs, like I saw this morning, plus 130 to make the playoffs. And yeah, Logan Thompson's got to find his game. I mean, hopefully for the fucking Olympics, because I got so much money now on the Canadian team to win gold.
Who are their goalies? Thompson, Bennington, and
well, I think it's good question. Wedgwood, is it?
It
should be.
I'll Google it right now. We got Bennington, Kemper. I'm seeing
Darcy
on there, right? Yeah, and I think he's back to health now, but he's been
that
dealing
doesn't
with
matter.
stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. He's not. It's third goalie.
It's Bennington. They're giving it to Bennington in the Olympics. That's
Right.
just what happens. Yeah.
I heard they
Wait.
were already picking starts, like who's going to get what start.
Daly, shut the fuck up. You don't even know who goalie is Canadian or not.
No, I said I heard. I can
Dilly
reiterate.
does listen to a lot of NHL radio, so I
Right,
like
and
this secondary reporting from him.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. I mean, NHL radio is like from the source, so it's like I'm getting it. It's not like I'm like getting from some website that reports something and then doesn't update it.
I mean, it's
later
just
on.
I'm just making a joke because you didn't know Bennington was
No,
Canadian.
I know. But while we're talking about me listening to NHL Network Radio, we know Victoria Matty Ash listens to the show, so she also thinks Vasi is number one in the Vesna voting. I should add.
Right.
But I agree with Joel completely here. I have not lost faith in the Capitals. I do not think they're fraudulent. Not 100% sure if they'll make the playoffs just because it's so tight in the East and in the division alone, period. Like they're 5 points back from Pittsburgh, who's in the 2 slot now. And then is New York in the 3 slot or are they a wild card? I think
Islanders are third.
Islanders.
Yeah. And then Philly, like
Rangers.
it's so tight right there. So I can't predict that, but I do know that the Colorado Avalanche, previous game we talked about, super cake schedule the whole way. And by the way, they took down those odds last I looked for the 136 plus points. I don't know if you see them up, Ryan.
I mean, they're on pace for 131 now, but I mean, they're probably.
Are they only on pace for 131 because it was one
Yeah.
game ago? They got 1 point that night. They got 1 point last night.
No,
it was on.
That's like losing a half a bar. Yeah, it's like losing half.
No, I don't think.
If they're supposed to be
they
on pace
might be-
136, then they got to be getting more than 1 point a night.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm not.
but I still
I'm not
think the
seeing it on
136.
DraftKings.
I still think the 136 is attainable. Is an attainable.
It's attainable. Yeah, it's absolutely attainable. I know
Yeah.
FanDuel might have it up under team points, but yeah, I think that Capitals, like, I feel like at one point we should look at like teams to make the playoff odds and like go into that because it could be Capitals could be a good bet at plus money. They're going to be buying. I'm seeing Avalanche 19-1 for that 136 points on FanDuel.
Okay, which I think that's not bad because I watched it drop from 20 to 18. Where's that at, FanDuel?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was down at single digits for a bit. Joel, what did you get it in at?
Yeah.
You got in at like the
It
low
was like
point,
6
right?
to 1.
Yeah. Okay, I got lots of bets on the fucking pheasant or the Jack Adams, right?
Yeah.
So
Ryan, put
I was hedging a
15
little
bucks.
bit there.
Put 15 bucks on the Caps for us guests here because I do think Caps bounce back. I think Wilson. I think they bounce back for sure. Flames are fraudulent. They're crap. So.
And Joel, you said 20 bucks, right?
On the Caps money line,
Yeah.
yes. I also kind of like the under, but I don't want to get too greedy with the unders. 2 in 1 slate. I don't know that.
No. All right, we are brought to you by Underdog, your home for pick'em entries, where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog is bringing the playoff magic all playoffs long, every playoff weekend. Open the Underdog app to see what promos are waiting for you. Underdog has a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. And we got rhythm going strong here in the NFL on props. Last year in playoffs, 6-1 on passing touchdown props, 9-4 on rush yard props, 2-0 on interception props. It's super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and play with the sliders. Looking to go premium. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, down here at 10 p.m., we got 3 10 p.m. games on Saturday here. We got the New Jersey Devils minus 155 at the Vancouver Canucks plus 130, over 5.5 minus 130, under 5.5 at plus 110. Was planning on throwing this one Joel's way, but much like that YouTube commenter said, he is gone. He is gone here for the ad break. Devils here do look like they might be getting back on track. Back-to-back wins in Calgary and Edmonton on back-to-back nights. Wins in 4 of 5. Only loss was at home to Carolina. Hurricanes are rolling right now. Canucks did get that win last night against Washington to end their big losing streak, but you got to think the Devils here are still the much better team. They got better vibes going now, but minus 155 might be a bit steep for the Devils here. on the road, even against Vancouver. But Vancouver's really bad. But Devils win a bunch of 1-goal games. Can't trust them really on the puck line. I would take the Devils if anything, but I've been going cold, so I'm just gonna pass on this one. If anything, maybe that under, given how the Devils have played in their past few games.
Yeah, you know what? That Washington win really screwed me in a couple ways because I was circling this the game that the Canucks would win. But the Devils winning both those games in Alberta, Canucks are really feeling it. They're demoralized and all that, but the coach is really getting after them, trying to build up that culture. But they had their good game against the Capitals, and now we're expecting them to win 2 games in a row. I still can only look the Canucks way here. That's why I didn't bet the Canucks, point total under and all that stuff today, because I do think that they have a really good chance of winning this game. So just 10 puck bucks. Can't do any more than that on this shitty team. But at plus 130 against the Devils, who are banged up. They lost Luke Hughes, of course, in Calgary. High vaginal sprain. Dr. Nux called it. But he's going to be out for some time as well.
He's out for the year. He's on LTIR.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's done for good. So that probably means Dougie Hamilton doesn't go anywhere, right? I would expect. But
maybe.
Yeah. Canucks here, just 10 puck bucks. And you know what? We're going to have to do 2 unders on this slate. 15 puck bucks on the under 5.5. The Devils just can't score, man. Like Jack Hughes, he's slowed down a lot. And when he's not scoring, the Devils aren't scoring. So I don't see the Canucks maintaining this kind of a high-scoring environment. I think they got Philip Hedl back for this one as well, which is huge. I mean, he's going to get hurt.
Is it huge?
Anyway. Well, when he plays, he's good. It's just he only plays for like a third of the games. But yeah, with the Canucks, look at their center depth. It's absolutely miserable.
David Camp, second line center, I'm seeing.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll go with the Canucks here. A rare Canucks bets, thinking that they can pull another one out of their hat, because there's a lot of good. I don't know. There was a lot of frustration, I would say, before that win against the Capitals, and maybe this spills over in this one. And I just can't trust the Devils as big favorites here. They were minus 115 against the Devils, right? Or against the Flames, rather, a couple games ago, and now they're minus 155 against the Canucks. So the Canucks is that much worse. I don't know about that. So yeah, I'll take the Canucks here and the under 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced on the Devils either. The Canucks, you would talk about a fat and happy spot. They just snapped an 11-game losing streak. I watched a post-game interview, and they are severely sociopathic, or they do think they should be winning these games. So I'm going to go with the latter, and I'm going to think that they think they're just getting some bad beats here and some bad breaks. No strong play, but I would have to go Canucks. You know what? Actually, Archer hasn't talked any shit about me back in the Canucks yet in the chat, so I think 10 puck bucks.
Not the Canucks yet, because you haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, well, I was hoping he would have seen where I was going with that. Let's do it. You know what? Archer ain't here.
You're in the guest chair. You're the captain now for this show. Yeah, this is like the 5th time the Devils have been higher than minus 155. They were minus 365 against San Jose, minus 220 at San Jose. They lost that one. Minus 184 against the Penguins, minus 178 against Buffalo. That was December 21st. And since then, they have not been that big a favorite. So this is the second time they've been over minus 150 in over 2 months. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how far they've fallen, the Devils.
Yeah, they were the favorites to win the Metro at one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. And really, I just came to a realization that Ryan doesn't actually have the memory of an elephant. He just has Google. Joel has a memory of an elephant.
I have both.
Joel has a memory of an elephant.
I can't Google things.
I have to, because I don't know how to Google.
Okay, and I want to bring up a point real quick. Joel, because your memory, I wanted to see if this. So we've seen recently, like, teams immediately being overvalued after, like the Jets, right? They snapped their losing streak, and immediately they started being back to where we thought their line would be relative to if they were performing up to expectations. So we're seeing that with the Canucks here, right? So do you think, even though they're selling off a lot of pieces, like almost everything they can that have value right now, do you think that we're seeing that, and that's a good indicator maybe Canucks is the right side?
No, I would say it's the opposite, in fact. The Canucks have been...
Then I will defer to Ryan.
Okay, what is Ryan saying?
I wasn't paying attention. You said it was a question for Joel. I get very few chances to zone out on this podcast. I was able to zone out there.
No, the market doesn't like adjust it doesn't have recency bias in terms of like just one game. They're more looking at the fact that the Canucks are a miserable team over the last while. They lost some pieces, injuries, of course. And the Devils, maybe they get a little bit of a bump for winning those 2 games in Alberta, but I don't think that's much. I just think it's a situational play here with the Canucks and the Devils being too high of a favorite after they weren't even the better teams in either of those games, really. And they can't
They think
score.
they were.
They think they will. Of course they would. Of course, Nux would think so because he's betting them. Watch him bet against.
But he would
Canucks
also think the Devils. He would also think highly of the Devils too.
Yeah,
like two heavy sweats of
he's
Nux.
probably driving up this line, rolling over all his winnings into the market here, betting New Jersey.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know what your general point was really, but
I don't know.
I said something anyway.
I think his general point was like the market overreacting to.
Yeah, Joel hit it off the bat with his opening statement that he does not think that the odds makers are overreacting. They don't have recency bias. That was basically the generality of my question.
Yeah, that's why the Canucks are still plus 130 at home against Devils. Just won 2 games.
Yeah. All right. 10 o'clock again here. I got the New York Rangers plus 114 at the San Jose Sharks minus 135, over 6.5 minus 130, under 6.5 at plus 110 here. I absolutely love the San Jose Sharks in this game. Sharks minus 135, 30 puck bucks on them here. They've been a legit team since the holiday break. They've only lost to Tampa Bay twice. They lost at Detroit and they lost to Vegas. Those are 3
They
of
lost
the top.
to San Jose too this year.
I mean, I'm talking about San Jose. They lost to themselves.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about San Jose.
Hey, I don't listen either. Okay.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you look at them coming off a loss. They've lost 3 of their past 5 now. But like I said, Tampa, at Detroit, and against Vegas. Those are 3 of the top teams in their respective conferences. Rangers here somehow got a late goal to make it respectable in LA. Going down to San Jose now. I think the Sharks get it done. Minus 135, 30 puck bucks since the holiday break. The Sharks do have the worst expected goals for percentage, so that is going to come down at some point. But the Rangers have the 8th worst. Like, they haven't been good either. No Fox, no Shesterkin. San Jose is relatively healthy now, at least their top guys. So I think they get it done here at home. Puck line play would be a possibility, but there have been some close games recently. So just those 30 puck bucks on the Sharks. Can't really trust an under in a Rangers game. Can't trust an over in a Sharks game. So just the home team here.
Imagine before the season, you would see this.
That is exactly what I thought when I looked at it earlier. I was like, imagine the Sharks. Because they played on October 23rd in New York. The Sharks were plus 220 in that overtime win.
Yeah, there you go. Matt said I can't really pick a side here. The Rangers are absolute filth. Sharks coming back from that long road trip out east, not Malinsky or anything, because they've had a couple days off, but I'm not running to back them as minus from 35 favorites against a team that was on paper a hell of a lot better than them. So if I had to bet a side, it would be the Rangers, but I'm going to stay away from that tire fire. I'm just going to bet the over 6.5. We'll just get some dumb late hockey here. This line has gone up, but I'll still put 20 bucks on it. The Rangers can't defend for shit. The goaltending has gone to hell. Jonathan Quick, he's lost it. And Spencer Martin never had it. And the Sharks goaltending as well is also bad. And their defense is even worse. And Celebrating is kind of a bit cold over the past week, but I expect him to back at home, get back on the score sheet here. So, I expect like a 4-3, 5-3 game for whichever team.
Yeah.
Did I say that puck?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I will try to find an argument to argue with Ryan, but I agree with him completely. I like the Sharks here. I do want to say like a couple things. I'm trying to fire these off in order because I don't have notes, and usually I write myself like a teleprompter script. But I think the talks about the bread man getting traded are really heating up. I do. I think they might wait till after the break, but the talks are heating. So maybe if he's in on them, maybe he's going to be looking to perform well. Nonetheless, I do think that Mikachu, my boy Z-Man.
Pikachu, I like that. I like that. It's a good one.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, I think that he will remain to stay. I don't think. I mean, I've been like amazed by his play like for so long. Like every time I watch a Rangers game, like he's the one who stands out to me of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So if I think they're going to rebuild, I think it's probably going to be around him. I do think that.
He's also like
he's
32
right? And is under contract for
Right, so he'll be
4
there
more
to
years
like
after this one. So like
he'll be playing like a Crosby role, but not quite. You know what I mean? But like the older person, like teaching the young guys the role. And he's good, man. When he wants to heat up, it's like I like watching him play. I don't know. He's like one of my definitely top 5 priority players. Anyway.
He's a greasy fucking dude looking like you with that stupid haircut.
Exactly.
He's a DJ too. You know, he's a DJ, Dilly?
DJ, I could totally see it. He's probably Deadmau5. I don't know if the true identity has been revealed yet of Deadmau5, but if it's not, look to Mika. Okay. Try to line up concerts with Rangers games and see if there's room for that to happen.
Good talk there.
Right.
Yeah. There was something else I wanted to say here, but
no, or you don't know birthdays.
Non-conference games. I wanted to say something about non-conference games. In other sports, they tend to trend to overs. This game here looks like it's an over under 6.5 and -130. I don't know if there's room to like edge that maybe because like you guys said earlier in the season that the Rangers were -220 on the Sharks or something like that.
Yeah.
At home. That,
right. So neither one of these teams are performing where you would think they would have been from the beginning of the season. So maybe you can edge the market on the under. I don't know.
That's it. All right.
That's a weird way to come to an under.
Do you come from a letting down under?
Going way back to the Knights game, Alexander Holt's 24th birthday on that. He had a 2-point game a few games ago. 5 points in 18 games this season. So don't expect too much there. Maybe they'll win it for him just as much for Martin.
Is it his birthday? Because if it is, they'll
on
win
Friday, yeah. They're not playing for Mitch Marner. They're playing for Alexander Holtz there. All right, down to 10 p.m. here. Final game on the docket. Got the Anaheim Ducks -105 at the Seattle Kraken -115. Under 6.5 -125. Over 6.5 +105. Joel, close it out.
Well, like I said, I watched that Ducks game against the Avalanche last night, and the lowest event hockey game I've ever seen the Ducks play ever since Greg Cronin was in charge. That said, at +105 in a Ducks game, you got to go that way. Hopefully, it's not Philip Grubauer net again for the Kraken. I actually did see the end of that game. I was sweating that under 5.5. It was 4-1. The Islanders had a chance to make it 4-2, and Grubauer stood on his head with the last second save to preserve that under. I was like, oh, my, am I going to lose an under on this bullshit? But no, my guy Phil stood tall. But for this one, Ducks, they're going to play some excellent offensive hockey. They're not just going to be scared of the miserable Kraken, and they're going to keep giving up points, chances the other way. So we're going to go back with the Ducks over 6.5, 15 puck bucks at a +105. I would bet the Ducks as well, but they also lost Mason McTavish. He had a late injury or something that ruled him out of the game against the Avalanche. So they're without Terry, they're without Carlson. Now they're out without McTavish. So struggling with injuries. So I would take the Ducks, but I'm a little bit concerned about their injury front. Also, they just beat the fucking Avalanche, best team in the league. So another letdown spot. Just the over for me.
Yeah, it could be a letdown spot, but this is a super fat and happy spot for both teams, Joel, because the Kraken. 4-1.
Second place team in the Metro. It's a huge win.
Yeah, well, they bumped them, is what they did. Because Pittsburgh, Ryan, let me say, is the second team in the Metro. So, but the Ducks snapped a 9-game losing streak and followed that up with 5 wins here. That's not like snapping it getting 2 wins, dropping a game, getting 2 wins. That's not snapping it, dropping game, get 3 wins. So I do think I like.
I think they went 4 in a row now.
It's 5
No,
now.
They won
It's
4 in a
5.
row.
Yeah, after Colorado,
Five,
it's 5.
Yeah, Billy's saying it's 6.
Well, it's gonna be 6.
I do foreshadow 6 wins in the future of the Ducks here. So I would put 15 puck bucks. I think I agree with Joel. Minus 105. Can't remember. I'm sorry if I can't remember, but if Joel put puck bucks on it, but he did say it. I know I heard him say it.
He has 15 on the over. Joel has
No,
15 puck bucks on the over is what he has.
But if he had to pick a
Stay
side,
away from the
it
side.
would be the Ducks. And I don't have to, but I want to here because
that's what we're all about here. You don't have to pick a pick. You can pass. You don't have to have a pick for every
right. And I
play.
do pass. I'll pass if I need to pass. But this time, 15 puck bucks on the Ducks in Archer's name.
In Archer's name. All right.
Yeah, because nobody's in the chat. Let me point that out. Nobody's in the chat. When I'm in the chat, I'm in the chat the whole damn time.
You're going off
the whole time.
We've been missing you in the chat because you've been on the show. Like
you missed me in the chat.
Yeah,
you've been chatting here.
What?
Why can't you be on the show in the chat as yourself and also in the chat as
yourself? I can. My mouse malfunctions. Okay. You want me to do 2 things like that?
All right. Yeah, I'm on the Ducks here. 20 puck bucks minus 105. And then the over as well for 20 puck bucks plus 105. I am a bit wary the Ducks are becoming more of an under team. But in Seattle,
look who they've been playing.
Well, yeah, in Seattle is also an under team. They have gone over in their recent losses, allowing 6 to Utah and Pittsburgh. So, yeah, maybe the.
What's the last 10 under, Ryan? You got covers pulled up. You can check the last 10 to
last
the
10,
total.
6-4 for Anaheim, 4-4-2 for Seattle there. So really 4-6 for 6.5 because they include some pushes there on the 6. So yeah, but still Ducks here. Ducks in the over. Ducks are a streaky team. They're hot right now. Seattle, I don't know what to make of. I think they don't pull back-to-back wins here. I think they haven't won back-to-back in. Well, they did before, but yeah, Anaheim in the over here. All right, we got Archer in the chat here saying Catfish never goes in the chat when I'm on, and then
yes, I do. That's lies.
And then Trevor of all trades. I'm here listening, busy at work. We appreciate you, Trevor.
We do appreciate you, Trevor.
Don't get fired on our account.
Trevor can't get fired.
Why not?
Trevor's doing it the right way.
There's always jobs available here. Clearly,
the intern.
Yeah, if you want to come on and help out the HGP, help out the intern, please do here. Puck bucks here at the 57:45 minute mark of the YouTube video. We're all on Tampa Bay puck line. That can't go wrong. Joel and I on Vegas. Dilly and I on the tie in that game.
And that was not talked about beforehand.
It wasn't. I had it written down for one of my picks, and then Dilly brought it up. I'm like, there you go. Dilly knows. Dilly's picking up here.
Putting down.
Anything else here before we close this out? We will be back.
Whoa. I thought with the awards, I mean, we got like 15, 20 minutes.
No, we don't. We're at that.
I already mentioned
we're at the hour mark.
Oh, Vasilevsky.
That's all.
We're at the hour mark here.
Yeah, we already had a vested conversation. We did Norris.
Yeah, I agree. There's really nothing. I do agree. I don't think there's much. Maybe Rocket, if you want to talk pre-con Smythe, but
yeah,
pre-con Smythe.
Well, we will be back on Friday for our Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6th day in a row. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Come on, give us some love here. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple. Only 9-game Saturday, so maybe we will do some awards then if we don't do too much nonsense during the show. But yeah, anything else here? Nothing too long, Dilly. Tilly is going purple right now. Wait, that
am
was
I purple?
You're red. You had some like purple. You had some like light on making you purple, but you look red now.
That's probably my.
All right, are we good? We good?
At Catfish Dilly _1 in between the Catfish and Dilly.
All right, I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer, and you'll find me being a Chucky motherfucker.